How much of CSK is MS?
Look, Harsha, I know a lot over the years in terms of how CSK has come through, how MS has transformed the whole franchisee and what it means to him, and how the city reveres him and all that. But for me, CSK is a team that was driven by MS's leadership traits. He instigates so much, and a lot of people talk about MS's leadership. Now I think my leadership in itself is what is going to come out right now. Having been a leader over the last 2-3 years, I think MS's middle order batsmanship is something that is not talked enough about. In franchisee cricket or in T20 cricket or any format of white ball cricket, the most difficult art to master is middle order batsmanship. And a leader so much inspires his team from pulling his team out of very, very deep trenches. And MS has done it way too many more times than anybody else that I've seen. Middle order batsmanship, I think you can actually give middle order batsmanship and finishing role in a team 50% of your franchisee's price purse in an auction. That's where it should ideally go. Because MS and his team with Jadeja over the last year and Dwayne Bravo and all these people have pulled the team out of deep trenches and given the license to the rest of the team to go about their business in a very free manner. That is incredible. And his leadership comes from the fact of saying, you guys enjoy it. I will go through these, tumultuous moments. And look at the game that he played against RCB last year. If I'm not wrong, it is last year, where he piled the game towards the end and backed himself to make 24 or 26 out of Umesh Yadav's last over. How many people would do that, Ashwin? And in his defense, he's pulled 9 out of 10 trenches rather than failing, That's occasions where he's not pulled it off. He had one ball to score 2 runs and Umesh had the courage to bowl a leg cutter. And that's where his leadership comes from. He puts it upon himself and very often pulls the team out of it. And if that's not a man a team would rally behind, if that's not a man an entire franchisee would rally behind, tell me who else would you rally behind? And I think because of the titles he wins, because of the championship he wins, because of the number of how he backs his players despite failures, I think we also lose his middle order batsmanship as a quality that he possesses. It's unbelievable.